Multiple battlefield UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles for battlefield use, are operational in countries around the world, with more in development. Belgium. The Belgians were early adopters of battlefield UAVs, introducing the Épervier, Sparrowhawk, UAV in the early 1970s. It was built by manufacturer Belge de Lamps et de Matériel Électronique SA, MBLE, of Belgium. Épervier prototypes were propeller-driven, but the production Épervier UAV, the X.5 model, was fitted with a Rover TJ125 turbojet with 510 N, 52 kgf/114 lbf, thrust. It was launched by a RATO booster and recovered by parachute. It had a boxy fiberglass fuselage with a rear-mounted truncated delta wing, a single tail fin, and winglet fins at the end of each wing. It had a length of 2.25 meters, 7 feet 4 inches, a wingspan of 1/72 meters, 5 feet 8 inches, and a launch weight of 142 kilograms, 313 pounds. The Épervier has now been replaced by the IAI Hunter, which was obtained by the Belgian military with Belgian specified systems. Croatia. Croatia has fielded a series of tactical UAVs, beginning with the Ma-1, which are said to strongly resemble IAI Malat tactical UAVs and were likely developed with Israeli assistance. France. Matra Bay Dynamics developed a UAV named Dragon. The Dragon was roughly the same size as and similar to the Sagem Cresserelle, with the same pusher prop delta configuration, except that instead of having a single tail fin mounted on the fuselage, the Dragon had a tail fin on each wingtip. It was intended as a jamming platform. It seems to have dropped out of sight, possibly because the French army acquired the Cresserelle for the jamming mission. Georgia. Georgia's Defense Research Center developed a series of small for infantry purpose unmanned aerial vehicles, including multiple fixed-rotor variants. After a financial dispute with Israel over the delivery of UAV systems, the center in cooperation with TAM started to develop new medium-sized drones which would compensate the need of modern systems equipped with latest technology. Even though these projects are still in development stage, one variant was exposed in April 2012. Pakistan. Pakistan developed a number of battlefield UAVs. Pakistan's Air Weapons Complex, AWC, has completed development of their Bravo battlefield surveillance UAV, and is now in service with law enforcement and border security organizations. The Bravo is apparently a fairly conventional piston-powered small battlefield UAV, has a composite airframe, a maximum payload of 20 kilograms, 44 pounds, and a radius of action of up to 80 kilometers, 50 miles. It is guided by a pre-programmed navigation system. The AWC Vision 1 is an improved version of the Bravo, and AWC also makes a high-altitude reconnaissance drone, the Vector, as well as two target drones, the Nishan and the Hornet. Russia. Yakovlev is currently working on two new tactical UAVs. The Albatros is a tilt-rotor design along the lines of the Bell Eagle Eye, except that it has an inverted V-tail. It will have a 120 kilowatts, 160 HP, engine, 7-hour endurance. The range is limited to 100 kilometers, 62 miles, by the command data radio link. It is primarily focused on shipboard applications. Details of the expert are unclear, but it appears to be a small battlefield surveillance UAV, of the sort usually launched by a bungee catapult. International battlefield UAVs. EADS Orca, Scorpio, Surveyor. The European Aerospace and Defense Systems, EADS, company is currently promoting a number of UAVs. 1. The Orca, is a UAV helicopter with an airframe length of 6.2 meters, 20,3 feet, and a weight of about 700 kilograms, 1,543 pounds, for use by the Army and on naval vessels. It is currently favored as the likely replacement for the larger and heavier CMOS helicopter UAV that was abandoned by the Germans. The Orca is derived from a light helicopter, the Cabri, built by Helicopters Gamble of France. It has a conventional helicopter configuration, with a 3-blade main rotor with a diameter of 7.2 meters, 23.6 feet, an enclosed fenced-drawn tail rotor favored by the French, and landing skips. There is a sensor turret under the nose and an antenna or sensor drum under the belly between the landing skids. The production Orca is expected to have an endurance of 8 hours and a payload of 150 kilograms, 331 pounds. The EADS Scorpio is a much smaller battlefield helicopter, focused on special operations. It is also of conventional helicopter configuration, with a 2-blade main rotor with Hiller-type stabilization paddles, an exposed 2-blade tail rotor, and landing skids. A sensor turret may be fitted between the landing skids. There are several variants in the Scorpio line. The 13 kg, 29 pound, Scorpio 6 flies at 35 km per hour, 22 miles per hour, and has an endurance of an hour. The 40 kg, 88 pound, Scorpio 30 flies at 50 km per hour, 31 miles per hour, and has an endurance of 2 hours. The EADS Surveyor is still in preliminary investigation phase. It will be a fixed-wing, jet-powered UAV and is being positioned as a replacement for the CL-289. EADS is currently working on a demonstrator, the Carapace, modified from an Italian Mirac 100 drone. The production Surveyor would be a stealthy machine with a top speed of 850 km per hour, 530 miles per hour, an endurance of up to 3 hours, and capable of carrying a sophisticated sensor payload, including SIGINT gear. It would also be able to carry external loads, such as airdrop sensors or light munitions. Non-state actors. During the Battle of Mosul, it was reported that commercially available quadcopters and drones were being used by Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, ISIL, as surveillance and weapons delivery platforms using extemporized cradles to drop grenades and other explosives. The ISIL drone facility became a target of Royal Air Force strike aircraft. Other groups in Syria are also thought to have used UAVs in attacks. A swarm of drones armed with bombs attacked Russian bases in western Syria in early January 2018.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.